Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of One Piece. This is episode 7. It is called The Girl with the Sawfish Tattoo. Last episode was excellent. We had Sanji officially joining the crew. We learn all about his backstory and how he was like marooned on an island and had to survive with barely any food, and his relationship with Zeph and all that. It was great. The fishmen, Arlong and the fishmen come up and they beat Luffy up, and they take Nami and the map and they leave, and it's just like an emotionally charged thing. But then Zoro wakes up and we vow to find the One Piece, but first we have to go after Nami. So that's where we're gonna pick up in this episode. The crew, they got to get their navigator back, right? Like, we can't just go on our journey without our navigator. Like, that's not gonna happen. But in order to get her back, we're gonna have to beat Arlong, and that is looking like it's gonna be a big task, like a substantial task, because Arlong is a strong, beefy boy. But it should be a fun time. And I'm guessing by the end of this episode, we're gonna get the famous, like the iconic imagery of Nami crying and asking Luffy for help, and it's gonna be gut-wrenching, but it's gonna be beautiful, and I'm ready for it. So before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to the finale of One Piece, or future seasons of the live action One Piece, or maybe even the animated anime of One Piece. I might watch that on the channel, I don't know. But if you're interested, hit subscribe. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider either supporting me on Patreon or YouTube memberships. Those are both linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into episode 7 of One Piece.
But you said 5 degrees starboard.
None of these people have any navigation skills.
Captain Shitastic.
This is another one of your tricks.
What are you gonna do? Bleed on me?
He'll poke your eye out.
Whoa.
Or toss you overboard.
Zoro, buddy! Honor amongst pirates, right?
That is not the phrase.
Truly a crafty and crooked young lass, but you can't deny she had a spectacular... Ow! God, right on my
Spectacular ass is what he was gonna say. He's not wrong.
A beautiful, talented woman does not choose to ally herself with a pirate like Arlong. Nami clearly needs to be rescued.
Her tattoo's just different.
Yeah, well, tattoos don't tell the whole story, and like any woman, she is a mystery to be unraveled.
Nami made her choice.
You don't know why.
Sanji is such a simp.
Land ho!
How can you see that with the giant sail in the way? The Konomi Islands. Oh, the orange grove. Tangerine, I guess. Poor sweet Nami. About to go through all this heartache and devastation. And for what?
Nami. Your bet.
Oh, she doesn't want to play cards with you. Makes her think of her friends. Did she used to be chained up here? That's no fun.
Girls, wash up for dinner. They had day-old biscuits in the bakery today.
Cocoa Village.
What's that?
Nothing.
You're not very good at hiding it, Nami.
I took it from the bookstore.
Why would you do that?
She wants to read it.
I hate eating tangerines every day. I hate wearing Nojiko's hand-me-downs. I hate being poor.
We may not have much, but we have a roof over our heads and we love each other. That's what makes us a family.
No, we're not a real family.
Being poor probably does suck, though. Oof. That's a big oof. You guys don't eat anything but tangerines? I feel like there's more things to eat.
I know you'll do the right thing too.
Bring the book back. Ask if you can borrow it.
A lot of memories in this room. You have a special place in my empire.
I better.
Getting too feisty.
I have another job for you in the meantime. One of the villages is late with their tribute payment.
Which one?
Coco Village.
Ah.
Can't you send Kurobi or Chu?
No. This job requires a human touch.
He's sending her just to be cruel.
Marines. I don't know if I said more of that. A little late to the party, aren't we?
Just a
I always
little.
wondered what happened to the infamous Red Leg Zev. Captain of the Cook Pirates. Yeah, well, those days are far behind me.
No, he's just a cook.
I got a dozen T-bone steaks and a busted cooler. It'd be such a shame to let all that delicious marbling go to waste.
We're not here for a meal. We're here for
Well,
That
we can
steak.
eat. Yeah, we can do that.
Medium rare?
The only
More rare than
kind.
medium.
Yeah, medium rare's the only kind of way to make steak. If you make it any other way, you're weird.
Never seen that before.
What could have done this?
Maybe I should head back.
Eyelashes stuck together.
Please, everyone. We don't have much time. We're short again this month.
Do we have time to get some more?
No.
You don't.
Oh, what's up? Ooh.
Got something for me?
You got something for me?
The parallels.
Thank you, Mr. Genso.
You did the right thing, Nami.
Thanks, Hannah. Everyone! Pirates! They're attacking the village! There's pirates!
I love how everyone's got like normal ass shoes.
This town belongs to me!
Yo, dude. That was unnecessary. She's like, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
This is where I belong.
I don't believe that. This is not you.
No, this isn't the me you want me to be.
This is not you, Nami.
If you need our help,
No, I don't need any of you. I was never part of your stupid crew.
I don't mean
I
that.
can see the sadness in your eyes.
I think I got more of a boat body than a long journey on foot kind of body. Anybody else missing the ocean? No? Okay.
Usopp is not built for long distances.
Whoa! Turn around and leave. Now. That's what I've been saying.
Hey, I saw you earlier. I think maybe you and I have something in common.
I saw you earlier.
I've got the gun, and you're standing in front of it.
Yeah, bullets don't really work on him.
Nami's part of our crew. She's our friend.
My sister doesn't have any friends. The sooner you guys realize that, the better.
Sisters. That makes sense. Both as beautiful as each other.
God. Just a womanizer to his core.
How about a meal?
What?
An exchange of sorts.
He's good at cooking. See where the night takes us.
Fine.
Where is his F? I know Luffy was here. There's a new generation and they're coming up. It's their time now. Like hell it is.
That's crazy. Interesting. The Marines are here.
I have additional concerns. About twice as many as that.
Stinking Marines.
What's going on?
Get in.
Mom! Mom, please.
How long are you gonna wait at that door? Why would you charge him to shoot? Just pull the trigger.
Tribute is 100,000 berry per adult.
He can smell other people.
3 plates on the table. How many people live here?
I have 2 daughters.
You'll have to pay for them 50,000 berry each.
50K?
It ain't enough.
Don't kill her! Mom!
Oh, it's a family reunion. The little human, so precious.
They make Arlong very easy to hate.
The money. Will you take it as tribute for my daughters?
No, Mom, you can't!
You understand what you're saying?
I'm sorry I wasn't very good mother.
No. No, don't say that.
Poor kids, man. You're just gonna kill her?
Nami, Michiko,
Not even like put her to work?
I love you girls.
I feel like we could have like tossed her into some like indentured servitude type situation. We didn't have to kill her.
She made her choice.
But there's more to it, boys.
Other people. She told you to leave, Luffy. So did you.
That's true.
I know Nami's good. She needs to know it too.
Well, let's figure out a plan.
A fishman is one of the warlords of the sea.
Jinbei is a fool! A government dog to an inferior master. I see.
Nice mention of Jinbei, though. I like that.
And what about our deal, Arlong?
What about it?
I have the money.
100 million berry. Nami.
She's buying her village's freedom.
Bring the money to me by sunrise, and I'll consider the matter closed.
He won't, though. He gave her an unreasonable amount of money that he never expected her to get.
Kurobi.
Now he's gonna renege on the deal.
All right, out with it. You know something.
Spill the beans,
Garp is
brother.
Luffy's grandfather.
Of all the things I thought you were going to say, that wasn't even on the list.
Fellow with a straw hat came through here the other day.
What, bartender?
Where he was heading?
Shut the hell up.
Last thing I want to do is put myself in the middle of a family dispute.
Everybody knows.
Kid's special.
How many people are aware of
Reminds
this
me of another
secret?
pirate we knew back in our glory days.
Don't say
I'm
it.
not saying it's gonna make it less true. The kid reminds me of Gold Roger.
Some high praise.
And look what happened to him. Executed. Skewered by marine pole arms.
Yeah, because of you.
I don't want the boy to suffer the same fate.
He stood up for Baratier when we were attacked. I might be out the game, but I still live by the code.
Sir?
Code's more of a set of guidelines. I get it, like to a certain extent, he's just looking out for his grandson, but. Okay, Nami. You gonna
How dare you?
carry that all the way back?
Don't you go! Don't you go! Wait! Wait!
Ooh.
It's not what you think.
You have no idea what I think.
Bruh, you just broke that.
You want to kill me, little girl?
She
No.
does.
I want to join your crew.
She does want to kill you, though.
I killed your mother. And now, you want to come work for me.
She wants to buy her village's freedom.
Told Arlong I'd work for him on one condition. That he let me buy back Cocoa Village. For 100 million berry.
100 million. That would take a lifetime.
I have the money. All of it.
It's gonna be a lot harder to carry back now that you broke the box.
And you let me hate you.
A shame to break up this touching scene.
Bruh. That's
obviously been stolen.
No, that's
By
not
the
stolen.
authority of the Marines and the world government, I'm going to have to confiscate it.
No.
Beat them up.
Watch yourself, or we'll take you into custody as well.
No! You can't do this! You can't do this!
Oh. God, she's such a good actress. Emily Rudd.
Wait, wait!
I'm in love with you. She's so good.
Fishmen are the rightful rulers of the seas. The humans know it too. Now the time has come to restore the natural
They do make
order
Arlong's
of this world.
argument for why he's so angry at humans a little bit more understanding than in the anime, but still make him so easy to hate.
We are the embodiment of Fishman's superiority.
God, I know what's coming. And it's
Our
just so
righteous
sad.
rage will burn through Cocoa Village to the ends of the East Blue.
It's already burning.
Arlong! 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 Arlong!
I
out of here.
You did. I wrote this show. Oh.
You don't know anything about what's going on here.
I don't.
Oh, he doesn't need to know. You're part of his crew.
Luffy.
Oh. God. Oh, it hurts. It hurts just as much. It hurts just as much. The 17th time. Ugh. This moment's so good in the anime, and it's so good here.
Of course I will. Of course I will.
Of course I will!
Let's go, boys. Time to squat up and do
Let's
some
go.
damage.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I knew this episode was definitely gonna make me sad. I didn't know just how much it was gonna make me cry though. Nami's backstory is always like such an iconic moment in anime. Like anime as a whole, weirdly, like especially within the show. But definitely within anime as a whole. Like I think early, like it's probably one of the most memorable moments of like early One Piece is Nami breaking down and asking Luffy for help. And it was translated so well. I mean, Emily Rudd is so freaking good as Nami. She's just great in general. Like, I'm fairly sure that I'm in love with her. Just an absolute simp for Emily Rudd, honestly. No, I first saw Emily Rudd in the Fear Street trilogy. If you guys are longtime viewers of the channel, you might know that I reacted to the Fear Street trilogy a while back. It's got, Sadie Sink in it, but Emily Rudd plays her sister in that, and she is so good in that, and she's so good in this, and she's a huge fan of anime, so I'm just like, been head over heels for her for a couple years now. And she's just, oh man, her portrayal of Nami is just, it's so heartbreaking because you can see the hard exterior, like obviously, but you can also see just under the surface the like absolute devastation and the sadness and the pain in her eyes, right? Like anytime over the course of the season that we've talked about the past or having friends or family or broached the topic of betrayal or anything like that, you can see just these tiny little cracks in the facade, and it's just, she does it so well. She's so brilliant. And then when it finally comes time to like actually let it out and emote that sadness like to its deserved extent, she crushes that too. And it's just, like as soon as she starts yelling when she's like, "You can't do this," I was like, oh my god, like rip my heart out. She's so good. And then the moment when she's carving Arlong's tattoo out of her shoulder, it's a little bit more visceral in the anime. In the anime she really goes at it and really carves up her shoulder. This, obviously, they're not going to massacre. I mean, even though it's all fake, they're not going to massacre her arm. Got to leave room for a new tattoo later. But No, Nami's backstory is always gut-wrenching because, well, I mean, backstories for main characters in anime are always sad. But I think there's just something about Cocoa Village and Nami's upbringing that sticks with people, right? Like, it's just, I think because for the longest time in the anime, her backstory was the one that they waited the longest to kind of meet her out and let us know about. So when we finally got to see it, it was compelling and it was satisfying. I love Luffy's just absolute loyalty to his crew, right? Like, he can tell when they're good people. If they weren't good people, he wouldn't ask them to be part of the crew. And it's great that even when she's like, get out of here, like, I never want to see you again, like like, get out of here, like throwing like a Airbud, like, get out of here, never come back. He's just like, you know what, no, like, I understand that's what she's telling me, but she's part of my crew and I'm gonna figure out what's going on. And he, you know, they do their best to figure it out. They talk to her sister, and we see the backstory of her growing up and her mother getting killed by Arlong, and you learn all about like her deal with Arlong, right? Like, she's gonna buy the village's freedom for 100 million berry. You know, like, everyone outside of that deal knows, other than Nami. Like, I mean, to an extent, I think deep down she probably knew. I think deep down Nami knew that this deal was never actually going to go through. Arlong would do something. You know, if anyone who heard about this deal, whether it's his sister or if you were to tell any of the villagers or anyone else, you know, the people watching the show, everyone knows Arlong was never going to hold true to that deal, right? Like, he was going to do something. He was either going to do what he did in the show, where he, you know, sends the Marines to go get that money for him, or he was just going to take the money and burn the village anyway. Like, he would be like, okay, like, thanks for the money. What are you going to do? Right? Like, everyone with half a brain knows that he's going to take that money and he's going to break the deal, and it's not going to work out well for Nami. And she's kind of just like fooling herself, believing that it's going to work out because it's all she has, right? Like, it's the only thing she has. She's held on to this notion for years, because if she didn't, what's she going to do? What's life for her then? Just like toiling away in this village for her entire life when she had to try something, right? But yeah, it's so satisfying to have Luffy just undying loyalty to his friends. And yeah, the moment when she asks him for help, even when he doesn't know, like, he still doesn't know at this point the truth of the situation, right? Like, sometimes you'll have the truth in this backstory be revealed, and the main character or whoever will conveniently be within earshot or whatever, or someone will tell them. And then they'll be like, oh, like, of course I'll help you. Like, why didn't you tell me? And then all this thing. But Luffy doesn't even know. Like, he has no idea what the situation is. He just knows that Nami is asking him for help. And he's gonna do it. Like, a member of his crew is asking him to help her. And there's no question about what's gonna happen. Like, of course he'll help you. And then just the boys of like, let's go, and they're all like, yeah. Love it. The boys are on a mission, and they're gonna clap Arlong's cheeks, brother. It's, you know, like I said last episode, when there's no emotional stakes present in the situation, sometimes, yeah, you can probably beat Luffy in a fight. But when you introduce some emotional stakes, you know, you're mean to one of his crew members or one of his friends, and you're doing bad things to people that don't deserve it, Luffy gonna go ham, brother. Like, he's gonna mess you up. So I'm very excited to see next episode. I'm curious what Garp is gonna do next episode. I mean, he met with Zeph in this episode, and they had a nice little chat about how, you know, the next generation's on the come up. Like, they're ready to go, and Garp is like, no, like, they're not ready, they're not coming up, and he's not reminding you of Gold Roger. Like, how dare you say that? But he does. He reminds him of Gold Roger. And I think Garp sees that, right? Like, he sees that same behavior in Luffy, and he knows what happened to Gold Roger. I mean, he was part of it. And he is not going to allow that to happen to Luffy, right? Cares too much about him. And so he's like desperately trying to steer him away from this eventual fate that he sees in him. But it's not going to work out, right? I do like that him and Zeph kind of like were able to sit down and like reminisce on the old days of when they used to be on opposite sides, and now they're kind of cordial. But I don't know how many people know that Luffy is Garp's grandson. Like, every single person we talk to is like, hey man, that's family, right? Like, Mihawk knows, Zeph knows, probably every other warlord pirate we meet are gonna be like, hey man, like, how's your grandson? It's like, does everybody in the East Blue know about this? Like, how is this such a secret? But everyone we talk to is like, hey man, I don't want to get in the middle of family. It's just the worst kept secret of all time. But no, yeah, this was a fantastic episode, very emotional, and I'm very excited for the finale next time. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below, though. I would love to hear all your thoughts and opinions. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or via YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.